Hey everybody, welcome back to Bucking Off Broncos. It's Jeff here, and today we're going to install the Mabett cargo slide out tailgate board. Okay, let's unbox this, see what we have here. So they do one thing Mabett does is they always do a really nice job, I've noticed anyways, with the packing. We have here obviously the whole slide out board. It's going to have to be disassembled before we put it inside the Bronco. It also has a box of hardware that we will be using later on. And again, as you can see, they pack it really well. It's made out of black high carbon steel. It's very heavy duty. Thing weighs quite a bit. I looked over the instructions, and the instructions are pretty forward. So let's give it a shot. Okay everybody, first step we're going to do is we are going to have to pull these plastic pieces off to expose, for the tie-downs, expose the bolts. At that point, what we're going to do is we're going to use a 10 millimeter, and we're going to pull these tie downs out. We're going to set these aside. Okay, the next step we're going to do is we're going to take off these two plates here. So we're going to have to remove all these bolts. That can be done with the T30 bit from your Bronco toolkit. Now that the bolts and the washers are taken out, we're going to lift up the two pieces, and we will set them aside. So now the next step, where we took the tie downs out, is they got the threaded rods. So the front ones each get one in here, and you're going to put that up towards the inside hole, and we're going to have a spacer on each one of those as well. So we have put one threaded rod into the inside of this with a spacer, and we will put two threaded rods on the back with the spacer as well. Now that we've got all our bolts and spacers into plates, we got these two mats here. These are going to push down in here into the tie down areas. Now the next step will be, after we remove all this, to lift into the the cargo slide into the cargo area. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move the cargo slide, and we're going to install it on these posts. We're going to have to put these little cap nuts on all 6 of the posts. So to get this down, I found out I didn't have to use their little provided wrench. I was able to get in the back with a deep well 14 millimeter socket to put the caps on the screws there, and I was able to use a 14 millimeter ratcheting wrench underneath here. So now the next step is to go ahead and put your tie downs back in. Now, one thing to remember when doing all bolts is first finger tight them in a little ways. That way you make sure that you're not cross-threading it when you're using something like this. Now we're going to go ahead and we are going to put these back on top here, and we'll throw the bolts in by hand that attach these with the T30 that is included in your Bronco tool set. Okay everybody, completed. This is what it looks like. You take these two blue levers here and you pull it out and it locks into place. Okay, to put it back into place, all you do is you lift those blue levers up and you put it back into place. Now, what the beauty of this whole thing is that this actually gets rid of that little hump that came from the cargo area over to the seats when the seats are folded down. It makes it flat, and that works out really well for the overlanders because they're able to go ahead and get a couple sleeping bags or throw in a little portable mattress, and it makes the whole thing even. Okay, so if you're ever in a situation where you're going to need to access this, it's not too difficult. Again, you can use your Bronco tool. You take the top off, you take the screws out, the same way you would open it up. You pull your two blue levers, you pull this all the way out, and you have full access to everything that you keep in here. It's not a difficult issue at all. For what you can use this for, it's definitely well worth it, and goes together real well, snaps into place. You can still use your Mabett cargo mat right on top to keep the beautiful powder coating from getting scratched up. This is definitely a well thought out product. It's built extremely well. As I mentioned earlier, it's made of black powder coated high carbon steel. It really does the job. And again, you've got a good 19 inches. You can use that for tailgating. You can use it for just a multitude of purposes. If you're overlanding, you can, and you happen to keep the back end open, you've also got an extra area where you can lay your feet across as well. I think Mabett did an excellent job on this. Definitely worth 5 stars. Would definitely like to thank Mabett for giving us this product to show you. And if you have any questions or concerns regarding this product, by all means shoot them out to me. If you watch the video, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost anything, as you all know. Just subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and after you've put all this stuff together and you take your Bronco out in the wilderness, have a bucking adventure. I'm out of here.